Amen? And then verse 9 it says, when I cry unto thee, shall my enemies turn back. This I know, for God is for me. And then number 10 it says, in God will I praise his word. In the Lord I will praise his word. Amen? Amen. Praise his word. Amen? Amen. And then 13 is my favorite one, most favorite, is it says, for thou hast delivered my soul from death. Will not thou deliver my feet from falling, that I may walk before God in the light of the living. Amen? Wow. Well, I just want to share that with you guys, like how it's saying, will not thou deliver my feet from falling. Amen? Yeah. And that just really encouraged me, because today I was just really nervous because I had 2 presentations. I never have 2 presentations in one day, and I know I prayed before I left, and I was like, Lord, if this is your will, and if I have to strive for this to get a good grade, then I'm going to do it. So then I did, and I was a little nervous for my English presentation, and I went up there with confidence. And then my teacher, she's Christian, so she knows, like, I'm going to have to pray before I do it. And then she's like, I went up there and I was like all smiling, like, oh, I'm going to do this and whatnot. So I was just like, oh man. I stopped the whole thing and I said, Lord, man. And then she's just looking at me and she's like, Seta, are you okay? And I'm like, well, can I step outside really quick? And she's like, oh, anything. Yeah, just do what you have to do to get that grade you want. I'm like, all right. So I step out of class. Everyone's laughing at me because I'm walking in high heels. And then they're like, I'm like, Lord, I'm like, and the teacher's looking at me because she knows I need to pray. And then I went outside and she followed me. I'm like, oh, Lord. And I was just like, oh, great. And then she knew what I was going through, and then it was all God though. Like, I was praying, and then she like came out and she's like, "Can I join you?" I was like, "Great." And I was like, "Yes, you can join me." And then we were both praying, and then I prayed for her, and then I was like, "Just please, Lord, guide her through her day." And then she like kind of like squeezed my hand, like if she was going through problems. So I was just like, "Lord, just have your hands over Miss Martin." And then I went back in with confidence. And I got that grade I wanted. I got an A. Yay! And then I had another presentation that day, and it was for history. And yeah, he let me take my high heels off because I was dying. And then I just told him, please, can you give me full credit still? And he's all, oh yes, anything. So then I'm like, the Lord is so good to me today. And it was a little hot, but I got through the day, and I got a good grade for that one too. I got an A. And I asked him, I was like, okay, I'm not going to be here for my final because I'm going to be in Washington. So can we work something out? And he's all like, sure. I'm like, oh, so good to me right now. What did I do to deserve something like this? And then he said, you know what? Whatever, I'll work around your schedule. And I'm like, thank you, Mr. Fernandez. And then I just was like, I didn't care who was around me. And I just said, man, the Lord is good. And then he was like, all right, let's sit down. And I'm like, all right, you go ahead and sit down. You know, you just jealous. And I just wanted to encourage you guys in that verse and how it says, will not thou deliver my feet from falling. And that's what happened to me today. Like, I didn't let things come my way. I prayed about it. Instead, I stayed on it and just kept going. Yeah. Then I prayed. Yeah.